Hello beautiful souls, and welcome to Tuesday the 14th, today's daily card guidance video. This week it's all about our heart chakra with the card of forgiveness, letting go, healing, so that we can find growth through compassion. When we have compassion for ourselves and others, when we realize that humans are all perfectly imperfect and to err is human, we're going to make mistakes. Other people around us are going to make mistakes. We don't do it on purpose to hurt people, and they don't do it on purpose to hurt us. To err is human. To forgive is the most beautiful gift. We don't forgive and forget, as the saying goes. For me, we forgive, we accept, we cannot change what has been said or done, but we never forget it because it's a part of our human experiences that give us the lessons to move forward with. What we will tolerate, what we won't tolerate, helps us to create healthy boundaries. So let's see what the beautiful angels have for us today. And then I do have I've got 3 there. I'll get one more, please. We do have a couple of affirmation decks here as well, the I Am. And I can't remember what the other one's called, and I do apologise. But we will see what we get from those as well. So we'll get one from here. These are gorgeous little cards with a saying on the front and then a message on the back. And I honestly cannot remember what they're called. If anyone has this deck, please feel free to let me know what they're called. The box will be in the cupboard somewhere. And of course, an I Am. The weekly I Am was I am forgiving. Forgiving sets me free from today's sorrows so that I can live my tomorrows. So I love that came through as well. Okay. That's really interesting. I'm going to give you the title of the cards and then I'll read the messages. Release and surrender. See only love. Let your past go. Opportunity to forgive. Unhooking the past makes you unstoppable. I feel like it's going to be pretty quick today. Now these have quite a big message, so I'll just read that. Release and surrender. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release any challenges that you've held tightly, gripping within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. Quite often we hold on to something for so long that we really don't know who we are without it. Now that could be a story, a pain, a hurt, a tragedy, especially if it happened when we were younger. For myself, I had something tragic happen to me when I was 8, and I held on to that until I was about 45, and it dimmed my light. Once I found it in my heart to be able to forgive that person, it really has set me free to live my tomorrows. And we may not always see that person, talk to that person, be able to literally forgive that person. But what we can do is forgive the situation. And for me, I went back and spoke to a photo of my 8-year-old self and said, you're now safe. Forgive them, let them go. So don't ever feel like just because you've held on to it for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 40 years that you cannot release it, surrender it and let it go. And your angels are here to help you do that. See only love. Look past the seeming errors, mistakes and misunderstandings and see love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. It really does. Each and every one of us has a heart. Hurt people hurt people. So when you can see beyond the hurt into the heart and send them love, yeah, they may have hurt you, but you can help them heal. And you don't need to actually talk to them. You can literally send it to someone who hurt you from 30 years ago without contacting them. But when you send from your heart and you send them love, light, forgiveness, and acceptance, you break that cord, you break that chain, you break that cycle of repeating that past pain over and over and over and over, and you set yourself free. The past has passed, so let it go so you can grow. That was our weekly. And then this card is let your past go. The burdens of carting your past around has made you weary. It's time, it's a bit hard to read in this light. It's time to set this burden down, reap only the lessons and the love, and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. All very similar messages. I love where this week is leading. We have moved into motivated March. We have all of the planets direct. We're being asked to direct our life where we want it to go. And what better way to set sail into a new adventure than to leave behind the outdated baggage? And lastly, opportunity to forgive. And I love that there's 2 Aussie koalas on this card. This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. When you can rise above the pain and feel nothing but love and peace, compassion and contentment, because you survived. You're sitting here, standing here, listening to this, watching this. You survived whatever you went through. But you don't have to survive it every day. It's time to put it to rest, let it go, and start thriving from it. As I said in last week's video, we all go through shit, but you get to choose. And if you don't forgive it, then you wallow in that shit every day. But if you forgive it and release it, then you get to turn that shit into fertiliser and grow from it. Unhooking the past. There is nothing to regret when I learn from my past. And that's what we're saying with this beautiful rainbow here. Everything you have been through, no matter how turbulent, has been a blessing in disguise, a lesson. And all of this, if you can honestly, from this space, let go of holding on to shame, blame, guilt, resentment, judgment for yourself or others, or both, you really do set yourself free from today's sorrows so that you are free to live much lighter tomorrows, and you do become unstoppable, invincible, unshakable, and persistent. You awaken your unwavering warrior, because when you're holding on to past pains and you're still letting them define you or confine you, you are dimming your light. You are strangling the warrior within. So I guess you get to choose. This week it's all about you choosing Whether you sit in that past pain and be a worrier, worrying about what happened, what you could have done different, why didn't I see it earlier, why? Remember last week I said your whys, when you're questioning why, those whys make you wiser. So yes, question, but then forgive, because it was always meant to happen that way, and I don't need to understand it, but I cannot change it. So what I need to do is forgive it, accept it, come to peace with it, see the lesson from it, and then you get to awaken your unwavering warrior. So you get to choose whether you're a warrior or a warrior. I know what I choose, and it's as simple as forgiving the person, the place, the situation, yourself. And it doesn't mean you condone, it doesn't mean you agree, it just means you're free. Have an amazing Tuesday. So much healing, love and laughter. Your intuitive life coach, Tracy. Stay well, stay safe, and above all else, stay true to you. And remember this year's motto, 2023 is all about me, and there's no limits to what I can have, do, or be, especially when you forgive and set yourself free.